For the first time since giving up his royal duties, maybe for the first time ever, we're seeing what Prince Harry is really like, or at least what he's like on late night TV with James Corden, and we even hear him rap. Take a look.
Now, this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down. Now, take a minute.
Sit right there.
Sit right there.
I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called...
There.
Look at
Yep, the segment was shot all over LA. We got to see Meghan Markle FaceTime her hubby. Apparently, her pet name for him is Haz.
Haz.
Oh, Haz. Thank you, Tori. And Harry even dished about when he knew she was the one.
The second date, I was starting to think, wow, this is pretty special. Everything was done back to front with us. So actually, we got to spend an enormous amount of time, just the two of us, rather than going to friends' houses or out for dinner where there were other distractions. There were no distractions. We went from 0 to 60, like in the first 2 months.
Wow, I think they're on the Star Tours bus,
That's
right?
a cool place to interview.
So cool. And
Social
how
distance
ironic.
outside.
Perfect.
Yeah.
In a candid moment, Harry revealed the reason he left Britain behind.
We all know what the British press can be like, and it was destroying my mental health. I was
Really?
like, this is toxic.
Yeah.
So I did what any husband and what any father would do, is like, I need to get my family out of here. But we never walked away. And as far as I'm concerned, whatever decisions are made on that side, I will never walk away.
Now, the interview was filmed before the Queen confirmed that he and Meghan would lose all the royal duties, and before his big interview with Oprah, which, by the way, airs in just a few days, March 7th. Al, nothing like leaving, London to escape the press for Hollywood. I'm kidding.
Insane.
That's funny.
I mean, but honestly, that's a different kind of press. That press was persecuting him. And, it's just like, I know we look at the royals and we say, well, nothing about their life equates to ours, but I think in this situation, it does. If you think about, like, maybe you go to a family member's house for Halloween, for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and they say things that you don't like, say things in front of your kids that you don't like. They attack you and you don't like it. You don't have to stay there. Just because they give you know what doesn't mean you have to take it. So I'm glad he did what he did. They were abusing him and his wife, and he made a move. You don't have to stay in there and take abuse. If you don't like it, don't show up to wherever what's happening that you don't care for.
And I'm with Al, and I was kidding before, but there is some truth to the statement in the sense that when you go to LA, and yes, we know how inappropriate and dangerous the press is over in England. But I would equate that to Hollywood, too. Look what they've done to Britney Spears. Look what they've done to a number of big stars to the point where we've witnessed mental breakdowns. So I don't know how much they're going to escape this.
I think the trauma, though, that we always forget about is his mom. I think we forget the British press literally murdered his mother. They hunted Diana down and murdered her. And I don't think you can let that go in this story. When he says the press ruined my mental health, they took away his mother. I mean, you can talk about getting too close and all that, but she was killed because of it. So I think that's really a part of it, is that the British press on that end are different than the American press. They chased her into her death.
Well, he's a royal, which no one can relate to, right? But people can relate to getting bullied on social media. They can't relate to press chasing them around. But he's also talking about social media and that they're bullies, and his wife is a huge victim of that on there. So you could relate to that, right? I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I'm not all into Harry and Meghan and things like that. He sounded more relatable here. And when we sat down with James Corden, he did that little rap. I'm like, you know what? I want to hear him out a little bit. Now I'm really looking forward to Oprah's interview, which, by the way, I don't want to start a whole new thing here, but what do you think about James Corden releasing his interview before Oprah?
Smart.
Yeah, but Oprah must be so mad.
Smart.
Wouldn't you be mad at your Oprah? You get the moment for Prince Harry to open up and James Corden got him rapping?
Well, I do think you're going to get two totally different interviews.
Right, but
you're going to get the relatable interview with him rapping and having a good time on top of a Star Tours bus with James Corden, and I really think that we're going to hear more about the mental health aspect and even parenthood when it comes to, and his family and the royal duties when it comes to Oprah. Yeah. But I don't blame James Corden for trying to capitalize on all that buzz.
Yeah.
Interesting nonetheless.